It's day 14 and I'm still trucking along with the Galaxy Note, but I have a little bit of a confession to make. What's going on, guys? I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com, and I've been carrying this phone for 14 days, got a few more as a result of a 30-day challenge that you subjected me to. You know, I reached out on the PhoneDog website and said, you know, what phone should I carry for 30 days? Gonna mix it up, gonna do something different, and you guys all voted for the Samsung Galaxy Note. Well, not all of you, but overwhelmingly the Galaxy Note 1. So I've been carrying this phone, and I just switched over to the AT&T LTE version as well. But here's my confession. When I did the contest, when I started the contest, I said I keep this phone on my personal line. I never said which personal line. I have accounts with Sprint, Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. And so I have, let's see, 7, 8, 9 personal lines by my count on a bunch of different carriers. So what I did, and I'm going to be honest with you here, since this is an honest video, we're going to talk about the challenges over 30 days. I took the phone, I flipped it over to another one of my personal lines, and then the phone that I use the most, I switched back to the iPhone 4S for a couple of hours. Now I switched back and was like, okay, I'm ready to go back to something different, you know, go back to the 4S, try it for a little while, was tired of the big display, and I found that after a couple of hours I actually missed the Samsung Galaxy Note. So the verdict, you know, the jury's still out as to whether I'll carry this at the end of the 30 days, but I will say it's kind of a cliffhanger for me because I've kind of complained about the size of this phone since I started carrying it. It's a big phone, I've gotten used to it now, but it's still a big phone, 5.3-inch display, it's not getting any smaller, but I switched over and actually switched back to the Galaxy Note. So if you were to call me right now, if you knew my personal phone number, it's going to ring here. I actually, after a couple of hours, after about 12 hours, I think if I remember right, I switched back from the 4S to the Galaxy Note. That is huge, and that tells me that there's something about this device that I like. Now, whether I carry it at the end of the 30 days, it's anybody's guess. But that's my honest confession. I didn't break the challenge because I kept them on my personal lines the entire time, but still kind of found a technicality. But I thought it was even more interesting that I switched back to the Galaxy Note because I found that there was something that I missed. I missed the ability to do the memos with the S Pen, the ability to draw on the screen, a lot of fun, and I found that I've been sending those pictures to my friends. Also, you know, I found myself doing this earlier, actually, over the weekend, and you know, I'll go and do stuff like I'll pay a bill or something, or I'll buy something, and I'll just jot it down on a note as opposed to writing it down over text messaging or writing it down in a memo application. I jot it down manually and save it. So I'm finding some uses for this S Memo feature and for the S Pen that I didn't find before. You know, a quick memo, I want to jot down, hey, I spent $60 on the power bill, whatever it is, I can jot that down pretty quickly in the S Memo application. So I'm finding these uses in day 14, and as I move along with this device I'd never had before. I never really thought I would find before. Otherwise, I've been using the LTE version for a while. AT&T's LTE speeds are reasonably fast. In the Charlotte area, I'm getting speeds between 6 megabits per second and about 12 megabits per second at the high end. Not the 30 or 40 megabits per second these New Yorkers are seeing in certain parts of the city in Manhattan, but I'm getting, like I said, 6 to 12 on the download, about 2 to 4 to maybe 5 on the upload. So definitely, you know, it's faster. It's faster than HSPA Plus in real world testing, but still not as fast as I'd like it to be. Of course, I'd love to see it at 20 or 30 megabits per second. Also, battery on this device, same one, 2,500 milliamp hour battery, but the question was with LTE connectivity, how long was it going to last in comparison to the international version? I still can make it through a day. It is a noticeable battery drain in comparison to the international one, but I still can make it through a day and get to about 20% at the end of the night. So it's, you know, instead of going from 40%, it's at 20% at the end of the night, so still kind of a negligible amount. But you know, I know with just really heavy use, I'd probably kill it throughout the day. I use it for about a couple of hours of calls a day, you know, 300 to 400 text messages. I send and receive about 300 emails a day, 200 to 300 emails a day. And so, you know, between typing emails and doing all that, I'm getting down to about 20%. So still very good for an Android device, still the best Android device you can buy outside of the Droid Razr Max in terms of battery. So I've been impressed with that. S Memo, a lot of fun with this. And you can see, I'll go ahead and do it on the screen for you as well, so you can take a look at how it works and the functionality of the S Pen. I'm sure you've seen this before, and I feel like I'm, you know, reiterating a lot of this from the previous videos, but I'm really impressed with the battery life, even on the LTE version. I do find the AT&T one, and I break with a lot of reviewers here, but I do find this one to be faster than the international version. I don't know if it's because I had a bum international unit or what it was, but even with that 1.4 gigahertz dual-core Exynos processor, and it's weird for me to say this because I'm a big Exynos fan. Love the Galaxy S2 series, the original Galaxy S2 series. Really like the ones that have Exynos, the Epic 4G Touch, Galaxy S2 on AT&T. But this is the first Exynos-based device that converted to Snapdragon, where I feel like the Snapdragon counterpart is a little bit faster. So pretty interesting, but I'm going to keep tabs on that as we go on in this challenge and see how it works out. So there's my confession. That's what I think of the battery. Still carrying this device with 14 days in and 16 days to go. Stay tuned for more video updates on the Samsung Galaxy Note Challenge as I try to make it through these 30 days.